Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching this. First of all, I just want to give a shout out to Miss Lisa. She's the reason I'm doing this video today, and it should have been done a while ago, but I have been plugging away at my online store. So shameless plug right now. www.remediesbyhemp.com, and we have all sorts of awesome CBD products on there and great little self-care or gifts or whatever you need. Anyways, Lisa, I want you to know these pants are for you. Yes, so Van Gogh. She's awesome and has an awesome sense of style, so I couldn't do this video in just plain old black, you know. That being said, go ahead and take a seat. We're gonna get started with this class today, which will be just, I'm hoping, about 20-30 minutes. And it's a great practice for anyone to start your day, maybe to wind down, to really just loosen up the body from head to toe, get some alignment, some strengthening in, and tap into yourself. So let's go ahead and get started. And come to a seat. Hopefully you have a mat. If you don't, just find somewhere that you're hopefully not going to slide too much on. Somewhere that has just a little bit of grip for you. When you come to a seat today, I want to offer a little suggestion of elevating the hips. So if you find that this is hard to keep the spine upright and it's a lot of effort, you can go ahead and take a block, or if you don't have a block, a pillow, bolster. Any of these things will work. So this is going to come right underneath your seat, and you're going to elevate your hips here. So that drops the knees down, which automatically is better for your knees and your joints, less strain there. But as you can see, it also brings the spine right into alignment. So it's creating space and just giving you that nice tall back that you really want here to create some room for your breath. And as we begin, I want you to just take a moment. So taking a moment to close your eyes. Get rid of any little movements, fidgets you need to settle in. Rest the hands, either palms down for grounding or up for receiving. And we'll begin with the breath. So relaxing the shoulders, the face, the torso, down to the hips, to the legs, all the way to the feet. Begin with the Ujjayi breath, taking an inhale and exhale through the nose. Noticing where your breath is as you begin. Not racing to change it, but just noticing. As you begin to relax and settle in, you can start to deepen the breath. So inhaling through the nose, maybe even bring it down to the belly, letting that expand. And contract, come back to the spine with the exhale. You can begin to slow down this breath a little further by making a small constriction in the back of the throat. You can do this by touching your tongue to the roof of the mouth. And this Ujjayi breath that comes in and out through the nose can start to create this sound, this wave, so it actually translates into the ocean breath, the ocean waves. So as you inhale and you start to really slow down your breath, you can hear that inhale coming in. And as you exhale, you can hear that coming back out. Letting go any thoughts that are still trickling here. And they'll come and they'll go throughout your practice, but allow them to just float with the breath, releasing each one with the exhale. Beginning to create some space both in the breath and in the mind. We'll take a couple more breaths, and you can stay with your Ujjayi breath, or you can begin to move into a 3-part breath. So for this, I invite you to begin just by placing a hand right below the navel and letting that other hand rest on top of the heart. So this 3-part breath comes into the belly, the ribs, and the chest, moving through 3 parts of the torso. So beginning now, just with an inhale to the belly. We'll inhale and expand the belly. Exhale and gently pull it back in. Inhale, expand the belly, and as that reaches its capacity, let the ribs expand and open up. Exhale, drawing that back into the spine. Coming all the way into the 3-part breath, inhale into your belly, expanding through the ribs, moving all the way up into the heart, the chest. Exhale, the chest come down first, pull the ribs, then the belly back in. So inhaling to the base of the torso, through the belly, the ribs, up to the chest. Exhale, the chest down, pull the ribs, the belly back in. You can begin to even visualize this breath. So as you inhale, imagine this light starting down in the pit of the belly, growing, inhaling through the ribs. That light travels all the way up to the heart. And as you exhale, imagine that light passing through the chest, through the ribs, back down to the belly. We'll take a few more breaths here. Slowing down the heart rate, opening up the lungs. Move through the diaphragm, through the digestion, the organs. There's one more layer here you can use as you inhale, expanding the belly, the ribs, the chest, all the way up to the collarbones. And when you can't take another sip of breath in, pause there. The body full of air, expanding. And as you're ready, slowly and controlled, exhale, the chest down, the ribs, the belly in, squeeze every last bit of air out, and pause now. Let the body empty, that echo of the breath residing. Take a few more here, with or without that pause. Whatever works best for you. We want to slow down, but not create strain and discomfort. So inhaling as deeply as you can through the whole body, and as you come here, if you find that pause, take it as long as that works for you. And when you need that air to release, exhale gently, slowly. Finding the end of the breath, pausing there. Inhaling back in. Take 2 more breaths here. And you can slowly return back to that Ujjayi breath, If your hands are still on the body, you can release them to the thighs. Exhale, let the chin come down to the chest. As you inhale, let the head drop back, lifting the chin, opening the throat. Exhale, the chin down. Inhale the head back. Now this time, as you exhale, the chin drop to the chest, and with an inhale, begin to roll it over to your right shoulder. Exhale, release the chin down. Inhale over to the left shoulder. A couple more times. Exhale to the chest. Inhale over to the right. Exhale. Inhale to the left. Exhale. Inhale. After that next exhale, as the chin comes down, just begin to bring it back into its neutral space, parallel with the floor. And take a couple shoulder rolls. So as you inhale, hunching those shoulders up into the ears. Exhale, release and roll them down the back. So inhale them up. Exhale them down. Take a couple rolls in the opposite direction, so rolling the shoulders forward and opening them back up. And let those drop into place now. You can take your prop out here if you like. We'll come down just to a seat where we can find a little more movement. So with an inhale, I'm going to go ahead and reach your arms all the way up. And as you exhale, begin to turn towards your right. Let your left hand come to the outside of the right knee and your right hand come behind you. Inhale tall through your spine. And as you exhale, begin to turn, twisting towards your back shoulder. Your chin can stay in line with the sternum, or it can begin to turn towards that back shoulder if the neck allows it without any pain here. Take 2 more breaths. And slowly wind back to the center. Inhale the arms back up. Exhale, right hand to the left knee, left hand comes behind. Inhale for length. Exhale to twist. A couple more breaths. Inhale, tall. Exhale to the back shoulder. And slowly begin to release that. Coming back to the center, and take both of your legs out in front here. You can press into the palms, straightening out your arms to find that full length in your spine. Maybe even removing that flesh from the sit bones. We'll take an inhale again, reaching the arms all the way up. And as you come forward into a fold, begin to hinge first from your hips, keeping that spine nice and long. Reaching forward with the hands and the heart. Then eventually as you come to the edge of your stretch, allowing the hands to come down. Let the head come in, the neck can round out. The hands can stay on the mat, or if you want a little leverage, you can grab under the ankles or the calves. The body has a lot of flexibility here, maybe even the feet. And we'll use that to pull yourself into the stretch. Taking a couple breaths here. Inhale now into the back side of your body. So expanding either side of the spine, the back of the legs. Finding a full stretch to the whole back side of the body. Slowly with an inhale, begin to walk the body back up. And from here, round into tabletop. So coming on to your hands and knees. Now, if you have any discomfort or issues with the knees here, you can take the back of the mat and double it up. You can take a blanket and put those under the knees. Anything there to add a little extra cushion. The knees will come right under the hips, wrists right under the shoulders. And with an inhale, begin to drop the belly, lift the heart and the head forward. As you exhale, dropping the head in, rounding out your spine as a string is pulling the center of the vertebrae up towards the sky. Inhale, chest and the gaze come forward. Exhale, rounding out the spine as you push through your palms, look back to the belly. Inhale, belly drops in, heart and head rise. Exhale, rounding down. Now flow with your own pace here, allowing the inhale to guide the chest forward. And that exhale to reach through that middle of the spine up towards the ceiling as you arch. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to that neutral flat spine. If you've tucked your mat in, release that back. I have my socks on, but they're really not good for grip. So if you do have yours on, you might want to take them off. I'm going to go ahead and tuck your toes under here. And we'll press through the palms, lifting the knees and the hips all the way up and back into down dog. Beginning to lower the heels, reaching them towards the mat. So with this first down dog, spread the fingers wide and roll the shoulders away from the ears. Drop the heart in. Lift your hips up towards the ceiling, reach the heels down. And then maybe you begin to walk your dog out, bending one knee and then the other. Finding a little movement, a little deeper stretch on each side. Coming back into that stationary down dog. Press through all four corners of the hands, the feet. And we'll begin to walk those feet up towards the hands. So coming into a forward fold here, giving just a micro bend in the knees. We'll inhale halfway, fingertips come to the shins. Root the shoulders back and find a nice flat spine here. As you exhale, let that whole spine down through the head just cascade forward, coming into a forward fold. We'll inhale, slowly rolling up. The hands and the head hang heavy, allowing the neck and the head to be the last to come all the way up. Roll the shoulders back here. Planting the feet, pulling the thighs, tucking the tailbone. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, your hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Maybe find a little back bend here by reaching behind. Exhale, hands back to the heart, and this time folding all the way through. Take a big bend in your knees until the palms can meet the mat. We'll step it back. You can come into plank here, or you can lower the knees down. So either knees down, or from plank, I'm going to wrap the elbows in, allow them to bend back as you lower all the way down to the belly. Release the toes, inhale, press to the palms, lift the heart, lift the head, come to cobra. Or pressing to the tops of the feet, lift the thighs up for up dog. With an exhale, hips come back, tuck the toes, come back into your down dog. You're going to inhale your right leg up and back for three-legged dog. And as you exhale, bend the knee. You can bring it forward. You might need a little help here. Maybe you come halfway. That's fine. Grab the front of the shin. Help to move it forward, coming into your runner's lunge. From runner's lunge, let your back heel come down. And that's going to be pointed out at about a 45-degree angle. With an inhale, you're going to reach all the way up into Warrior One. So you can take a moment, bring the hands to the hips and turn those, square those off to the front of the mat. Nice bend into the front of the knee, but don't go over the ankle here. So hips and shoulders squared to the front. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Tilt the tailbone under, pull the lower belly in. With an exhale, the hands come to the heart and begin to turn your back toes out as you turn towards the long edge of your mat. So coming into Warrior Two, front knee stays bent, facing that long edge now. Inhale, release both arms out. You take a look to see if those hands are coming right out from the shoulders. Bringing your gaze, you're just now over that front middle finger. Begin to turn the palm up. Release the back hand. Inhale, reach up and back for reverse warrior. Inhale, back to Warrior Two. Sweep that back hand forward. Begin to turn the hips forward to Warrior One. Exhale, the hands to the heart. We'll take a big step up to the front of the mat. Come through again. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bring the hands all the way through. Come down to your forward fold. We'll take a nice big bend in the knees in this forward fold until those palms can reach the mat. Again, step it back to plank or lower to the knees. Exhale, elbows bending back, lower all the way down. Inhale, press up to Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back to Down Dog. Well, inhale your left leg high this time. And as you exhale, bend the knee, bring that foot forward, either assisting it to come all the way forward, or taking that one big step to bring it between the hands. Coming into your runner's lunge here, let that back heel come down. Toes turn out about 45-degree angle. You're going to inhale, reach all the way up into Warrior One. You can always make your little adjustments here. Squaring off the hips, checking in with that front knee, making sure it's in line. We don't want it to be coming in or going too far out with the knee. It won't just change your balance, but it's not good for your joints. So we want to keep that alignment going here. So back heel down, hips and shoulders facing forward. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Bring in the lower belly. Exhale, the hands to the heart. Begin to turn this side into Warrior Two. So turning to the other side of the mat, that long-edged back toes turn out. So in case you can't see those feet here, my back toes were here for warrior one. When I came to warrior two, I turned them all the way to the side. So keeping that bend in the knee. Inhale, reach both arms out. You can take a roll of the shoulders down the back. And bring that drishti, that gaze, to your front middle finger. And as you do, turn that front palm up. Release that back hand gently to rest on the thigh or the calf. And as you inhale, reach back for reverse warrior. Breathing to the side ribs, opening up the side body. Come back to warrior two. Sweep that back hand forward. Inhale, reach up to warrior one. Exhale, hands to the heart. We'll take that big step up to the front of the mat. So right here is a good time if you want to make this a longer practice. You can pause and go back through the warrior sequence one more time on each side. From here, we're going to come into that mountain pose. Feet planted. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to inhale, reaching up. If you like that little back bend, find that small reach behind. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Take one last inhale, reaching all the way up. And as you exhale, folding all the way through. Find ragdoll here. So take the opposite hand to the opposite elbow. And from there, you're going to let everything hang nice and heavy. The head hangs in, the arms. Take a little micro bend in the knees. You can stay centered or begin to find a little sway from side to side. Letting things loosen up. Nice and heavy. Notice where your breath has landed. If it's become short, shallow, maybe bringing some deeper breaths in now. Come back to your Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose. And release the hands. Take that bend in the knees, plant the palms. Step it back to plank or lower the knees. You're going to exhale all the way down. Inhale to cobra or up dog. And this time as you exhale, you can keep the knees down. Just reach the hips back into child's pose. So the hips come right over the heels and begin to reach your hands forward. Let the forehead come all the way down. Knees can be together, open out wide, creating space for the belly. And take a couple breaths here, just connecting again with that deeper breath. Breathing all the way down into the belly. And begin to rise back up. You can walk the hands back, coming to sitting on the heels. I'm going to swing the legs around to the front. So it's always good to get in just a little bit of core, really to support everything else. So this is the center of you. This is what holds the other side of your back. This is what helps release back pain. So we're just going to take a couple minutes before winding all the way down. Begin to plant your feet here on the mat. You can bring those hands around the back of the thighs or the front of the knees. And pull your heart forward and roll the shoulders back. From here, begin by bringing the hands around the back of the thighs if they aren't already. We'll start just by bringing the feet up. So finding that 90-degree angle here with the knees. And the first layer is just tapping the toes. So going left to right. You can find your breath here, finding length in the spine. Exhale the feet down. So you can stay there. The next layer here is to lift both feet up. And we'll keep those there instead of tapping the toes. Hands can stay behind the thighs, or you can begin to reach them out in front. Wherever you've landed, we'll come through 3 more breaths. If you want to challenge yourself here, stay for a couple more breaths. You can go for another round, otherwise release the feet. Then come down to the mat. Come through one last cycle, your choice here. You can begin to tap the toes. You can lift both feet up here, keeping the knees bent. Arms can stay wrapped around, holding the back of the thighs with the hands, or you can begin to reach out, reaching the hands forward, using the core to hold you. The hip flexors are coming in here too. Last layer, last option, take the 2 peace fingers around your big toes. Begin to straighten out the legs. Now you can stay right here just to see how that feels. If you're really going for the core here today, release the arms, reach them out in front. Whether you're here, tapping the toes, or feet flex, knees bent, take 2 more breaths. Release it all down. You can grab behind the thighs, begin to roll onto the back, hug the knees in. And just give them a little squeeze. You can rock from side to side. Massage the lower back, the lower organs. Plant the feet. Just begin to windshield. Let the arms come up by your sides. Begin to windshield wipe the knees from side to side. Releasing the thighs, the hips, the lower back. Bring the knees back into the center. And then either keeping the knees stacked or bring the feet off of the mat. If it's part of your practice, you can take a bind and wrap one leg around the other. But from here, take your left hand on top of that right knee and begin to draw the knees over to the left side. Coming into a supine twist here. Right arm lays out to the side and your gaze can be up to the sky or over that right hand. If that left shoulder feels stuck, you can press to into your left elbow, lift it up and lay it back down flat. Find a couple more breaths, slowing everything down. Inhaling knees back to the center. Knees stacked or taking a bind. The right hand come on top of the left knee this time, drawing them over to the right side. Now your knees may not come all the way down to the floor. That's perfectly fine. They can hover, or maybe you can even put a block in underneath. It's your choice, your body. Gaze is up or over that left hand. Settling in for a couple more breaths. back to center. Plant the feet. Arms laying by your sides. Let the soles of the feet come together. The knees can open up wide, coming into a supine butterfly or Baddha Konasana pose. This is another place where you might need a little help or a little release, actually. So underneath your knee, you can always bring in a pillow or a block, bridging that gap between the leg and the floor. That support allows your muscles to relax and actually open up further and bring you deeper into your stretch. So if those knees aren't coming all the way down, feel free to take a moment, put a couple of blocks or pillows under. Release the arms out by your sides. Or you can rest the hands on the inner thighs for a little weight. You want to ground back into yourself. Rest one hand over the heart, one below the navel. And here you can come back into that 3-part breath. Inhaling to the belly, the ribs, the chest. Exhale, chest and the ribs, the belly, and inhale to the belly. All the way up to the heart. Exhale, bringing it all back to the spine. You're ready to come out, bring the hands to the outside of the thighs. Draw the knees back together. Or release the feet. Reach the arms up and back behind you. Reach the toes forward. Find that full stretch all the way through the body, lengthening all the way out from the tips of the toes to the fingertips. Relax the arms by your side. You can release the feet, let them flop out to the side, coming into your final resting pose, to Shavasana. Allow the body to relax. The feet can become heavy, the ankles, the calves, the knees, the thighs, the hips, the lower back, up into the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the chest, down to the arms, into the hands. Relaxing the neck, the face, back of the head. Letting your breath come back to its natural rhythm. So releasing any effort here in the body, in the breath. The mind, the emotions, and coming to your true, calm, blissful center. You can stay here for as long as you like. When you feel ready to move, to come back into your body, into your space in this room. Wiggle some toes, fingers, maybe roll the head from side to side. In your own time, you can roll on to your right side. Take a pause here, just sealing your practice. Finding your intention for moving forward now. We'll press into the palms, coming back into a seat. We'll begin where we started. Just remembering always to give yourself gratitude, space, to meet yourself where you are, and to know that even with intention and goals set, forgiveness and grace is needed for the present moment. Thank you for sharing your practice. I wish you a beautiful day and happiness and light and joy. Namaste.